Now for the track guide. Before starting, if you want to improve at a quicker pace, I just released the Academy, where I host weekly group coaching sessions, workshops, so if you want to be part of that and improve on a week-to-week basis, link will be in the video description. Now, going into this track guide itself, this is a quite technical track and you really need to, in a couple of words, exploit the corners, cut a lot more than you think. So going into turn 1, you'll see here the number 5, going past number 5, we're going to be applying the brakes slightly before number 4. So reference for braking will be middle in the 5 and 4, but much closer to 4. Braking in a straight line, make sure you're keeping the steering wheel completely straight. Make sure you're not dropping the brakes immediately because we have a long period to stay on the brakes before we turn. So if we're not turning the wheel, then we have to be on the brakes. Keeping the brakes engaged, and then in second gear, we'll start turning in the corner. First gear way before the apex, because this is such a low speed corner, we need to cut a lot more. So don't push more speed in the corner. Try to focus on exploiting it just like that. And the moment that the front tires hit the curb, when they land, you press the throttle. It's going to help stabilize the car. Also going to help stabilize the rear when that happens. And then your goal will be to bring the car as quickly as you can to the right side on the white line, because the moment that you bring it on the white line on the right side, that's the moment to turn and brake. Barely use the brakes here just as a tool of rotation, but you want to cut like this. Look how much we're cutting here. We're basically trying to make a straight line in between this corner and the next. So first gear, now pressing the throttle and immediately quick hands, throwing the car in the next apex so that we don't go like a snake in that chicane. We try to go as straight as we can, exploiting the track around here. And by the way, this was done with a fixed setup. But if you want to go even quicker on the open series, check Go Setups out. They have very fast setups and we also have a 10% discount code. Now for this corner right here, you're going to be braking slightly after this number 3 this number 2, I'm sorry, at number 2 actually on the right side. So after number 3, close to number 2, you're going to be braking, use this curb a little bit. Second gear, first before the apex, once again, cut completely the grass and add a lot of steering at the apex. Low speed corner, so we need to use the steering wheel as well as the trail brake, so we need to emphasize the steering. Now bring the car in the center of the track, braking and turning at the same time. The moment that you bring the car on the center of the track, that's the reference for braking, or you can use the reference for braking the moment that you reach 100% throttle, because you need to go to 100% throttle in between these two corners. You're going to have much better weight transfer, and also that medium speed up on this section will be higher. Now, first gear around here, notice how much steering we're using. Pressing the throttle aggressively, use all this space. Right tire should be on the white line. Then you should treat these two corners like a single one. You basically need to cut them both and keep a tight line. So first gear and go completely over them just like that. All the space, right tires on the white line. Now this section is probably the trickiest one because very easy to take the off track. First, go all the way here, align yourself with the grass, left tires on the white line, brake in the middle of the curb, third gear, trail braking in the corner, and then smash the throttle. Look how much we're cutting. The curb is almost in the center of the car. Then we're gonna arrive where we have the white line in the center of the car, and this white and red strips in the center of the car. That's the limit. So left tires should be on the white line, keep it flat. For this one, we'll just do a lift and then pick the throttle back up, but look how much we're cutting. Bring the car all the way here on the white line. The moment that you bring it on the white line, that's the moment we're gonna apply the brakes. Don't brake very hard, use the brakes just as a tool for rotation, and then once again cut it. And you see it's a repeat of the 3 corners what we had before. Take this corner in the middle of the track, cut it completely, use this curb on the exit, and that's the section. Very technical and tricky. Now going into the last part of the track, reference for braking will be the beginning of the curb. Use all the space here, the wall. You can peak a bit harder, but make sure that you start to release quite early, because you don't want to, you basically don't have enough time. So if you're going to peak a bit harder, you need to release quickly. If you're going to brake a bit earlier and keep the brakes more flat on the top, that's going to be even better. Take this curb completely over it. Make sure you're on the left side, leaning on this white and red rumble strip, pressing the car on the white line. The moment that you arrive at the white line, you're going to be applying the brakes. First gear, cut as much as you can, go completely on that yellow part, and use the steering a lot. Look how much steering angle we have. So cross your arms in this corner because you need to, you see 65 kph. This is probably the slowest corner of the track. So when you get to that First gear, make sure the car is not all the way near the curb, because then we need to compromise just a small lift for that, because we can cut it. And now opening up in the middle of the curb, braking in first gear, cut the curb a lot, make sure the car doesn't wash out near the wall. We're just gonna cover a longer distance, and in short, that's the guide. So hope you like it, hope you enjoy it. If you want to improve at a quicker pace, GitGUDRacing.com, coaching courses and the academy, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one. Bye bye.